What's going on, everyone? Here today to do God of High School 112. Okay, so this week's chapter starts off with where we left off from before. The woman who came from like underground or whatever, she turned into a child, and it was from using her powers or whatever. I guess has to rest up to use them, and one of the six masters was on the floor like dead, and Jin was wondering like, why is he still dead? I thought everything was going to be reversed, but the only drawback to her power is that she can only do it to living things, and since he was non-living, she couldn't. Well, unless she would have got more rest. According to her, she couldn't bring dead things back to life, I guess, if she would have had more rest, but yeah, I guess she couldn't. So Jin was wondering about that, and when he reversed everything, so he asked her, so what do you think about my grandpa? Like, is he alive or what? And she pretty much confirms that, yeah, he is alive. She can sense his presence somewhat, and as soon as he hear it, Jin just passes out, and yeah, he's completely tired and exhausted, so he just instantly passes out. And then the older woman talks to Park Pyo, and I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce the name, but it's the guy who he unlocks the key or whatever, like the fox guy. And what she explains to him is that his next mission or whatever, his next goal is he has to collect the parts of the keys that were scattered everywhere, I guess, at the end of the fight. So that's what he has to do, and people start asking, well, what is the key? And she explains that the key is a being, and it can unlock the limiters that the gods put on us. And I guess they start explaining like what exactly, like why the key was such a big deal, and what the key is it unlocks the ability for people, I guess, to damage gods, because God put limiters on these people or on human beings because they feared them. So that's what the limiter does. He needs to go around and start collecting his keys, and that's what he's supposed to do. And then they start talking about what Jin needs to do, and because Jin's the Monkey King, it's been established. They were wondering, well, is he a key? Can he unlock the limiters? And the older woman, she's not really sure herself. So to find out, what they need to do is they need to go get a like, it's somewhat of a water bottle, but I'm not exactly sure of the name. It's like the Korean or Japanese name, but it's pretty much like a water bottle, and I guess if they get it, they'll be able to unlock his memories and find out what exactly he can do. So right after they resolve a bunch of things with that, they start to switch to Bak Mai Bong. I'm not exactly sure if that's how you pronounce his name, but it's the head guy of the God of High School League with the scar on his head, and he says that he wants to run for president, and I'm not exactly sure president of what, but he says he's running for president. So after that, they switch to Jin's grandpa, and they have him chained up with that one arm we saw him get taken off earlier in the series, just chained up so he can't do anything. And then the scene after, they switched to saying, talking like they had a representative of the people talking about all the events that happened, kind of, and that someone saved them. And when they go to it, the person who's shaking his hand isn't who we would think that it is. It appears to be Sang Man-Duk. So it really threw me for a loop, and I'm not sure where next chapter is going to start off, but I guess let me know what you guys thought about the chapter 2, and thanks.